have a very special guest live and direct. Okay, Hempress Sativa, let them know who you are, sister.
Hi, greetings. This is the lyrical machine, Hempress Sativa, and the world should know.
Yeah.
Blessings to all, one and all, listening, tuning in.
Yeah, man, for real. So, for those who don't know who you are and your journey, tell us a little something. How did you get that name? How did you come about going into music? Just a little synopsis of what's going on.
Okay, so I first started out by listening. When I was younger, my father usually played for Jalov Sound System,
Okay.
Jalov Music Sound System, the original selector Ilawi Malawi.
Wow.
So having a father like that, always preparing for the upcoming sessions, always preparing for the next dance. I, as a little child, would always just happen to be there listening to music, you know, listening to the different kind of selections, the different artists, the different vibe, the different energy that every record carried. And that man was a vinyl player. I love our vinyls even to this day.
Yeah.
So growing up, that's how my love for music began, through my father's love for music. And then my sisters would start a group by the name of Tajays, and I would always want to sing with them. So whenever they're doing their type of rehearsals, I would be in there trying to harmonize. Eventually I went to school, all age school.
Okay.
And from there, I would sing every time they had a concert, or if they were showing movies at school during the break.
Yeah.
I would sing along with another classmate of mine. We had a group then, and we'd sing together. So that's how my love for music began. Eventually, I grew up. I went to college, left school, and just basically started to listen to what was playing on the radio, because me growing up, I never usually listened to radio.
Oh, okay.
I've been a selector for a father. That was impossible.
Yeah.
We're not listening to no radio.
Yeah.
We just have to listen to him select. And I started to listen to radio and heard what was on the radio. And as someone who grew up in a Rastafari household,
Yeah.
and given the talent that I was given, I knew I had to put it to good use. And that is how I started out into music, where I wanted to create music to kind of like change the narratives, the negativity that I was hearing, the kind of lewdness that they were playing in the music. I wanted to be a person who would come and bring forth consciousness in music again.
Yes.
So that's how I started.
Wow. Wow. First of all, I just want to say that your music is so, it's so energy, the positive energy towards it is so great.
Give thanks.
Yeah, man, because
Thank you so much.
I think the first time I actually heard you, like properly heard you, was with Dub Files, and you were spitting some lyrics of da da dang, you know.
Ah.
I was like, wow, who's this? I was listening, I was like, wow. So I've gone into it straight up, but tell us something. How did you get into that? How did that video come about?
Alright, that video came about because I usually be doing music with Jack Over Evil.
Yeah.
I had a virgin of mine by the name of John
Yeah.
Nunes. And so I would go down there and he'd give me his studio to record, and that's where I did most of my earlier recordings down there. And he was friends with Mellow Mood, and they heard some of my music playing down there and contacted me at one point to do a verse on one of the songs that they had called In a Jamaica. And
Yeah.
I did that with them, and from there I got introduced to Paolo Baldini, and we were doing the shoot. And they told me basically that they would be having like a session in Papine where they would just play in versions, and if I wanted, I could come pass through and do a freestyle or do whatever I wanted to.
Yeah.
So the day I went up there, and I saw an opportunity, I heard a rhythm that I liked, and basically I just went there and just did what other thing on it, and that's how we got that done.
Yeah, because it reminded me of like an old school kind of vibe, like the lights of Yellow Man and that kind of vibe at first. I was like, what?
Alright, you know what is the funniest thing? Originally when I started out doing those type of that style,
Yeah.
people disencouraged it. Now they tell me that not sound good for a woman at all. You're going too fast. You're a DJ way too fast. They can't hear you. How anybody gonna like the music if them can't hear it? And I just continued, you know. I got a lot of this encouragement from many ones
Wow.
who told me not to do it like that. But it's something that came natural. Growing up in a household, an old school household where I heard Orthodox music,
Yeah.
and you know, me that hear music from out of the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and even 60s, and I'm a fan of Rankin Ty and Rankin Trade,
Yeah.
the works. So I constantly be listening, and even to Brigadier Jerry and Sister Nancy. Like Sister Nancy is like a queen to I and I,
Yeah.
because she's a woman who basically took charge in her field along with Sister Carol and Lady Anne in a field where it was dominated by male,
Yeah.
and they stood their own. And I especially love Sister Carol because she did it on a more conscious level.
Mm.
So she's like a real inspiration to I and I,
Yeah.
to show me that you can still do that style, but you don't have to do it with all of the lewd lyrics, with all of the negative lyrics. You can still spit consciousness. It doesn't really matter what genre or what style. Just make sure the message remains one and the same.
Yeah.
So they're a real inspiration.
For real. You know, I'm so happy you did it. You didn't listen to nobody. I'm so happy you just did you. No, seriously, because it's but it was but I was listening. I was like, what? And a woman's doing it, and that's why I think I fell in love with you as an artist from watching that video. I was just
Yes,
like,
Isaac.
yeah, man, it was bad. Obviously, of course, big up the selector as well.
Yes.
So, what kind of music do you listen to?
I love to listen to Fela Kuti.
Okay.
I love, right? But, you know, it varies. It depends on the whole vibration, like what we feel like today. Some days I just listen to Burning Spear. I'm a lover of Desiree.
Yeah.
I'm always playing Desiree.
Okay.
And you have many different type of artists that I like to listen to. I love listening to even my father's song.
Yeah.
Because my father has a whole album that is yet to be released, but
Wow.
I just love his vibration. It's very honest and very real to, you know,
Yeah.
to himself, and just his expression in music. Him just talk the truth, you know. So I just love them type of music. Their music, any type of music that has a level of consciousness in it, or even a message that I can impart or take away, you know, from it. Yeah, I listen to a variety of music. It doesn't matter what genre it is. From its consciousness, I can listen.
Yeah, man, that's wicked. You know, just a question now. You seem like you talk to your parents and your father quite a bit about music and so on. Does he ever talk to you about his opinion on the music back then and now?
Well, alright, you see my father,
Yeah.
the biggest thing with him now is royalties,
Okay.
credits for his music. So he was explaining back in the days, like music back then was just an article, vibrational thing. You did it because you were given a talent and you had a message to convey. You
Yeah.
had people to reach. So music was one of those mediums that they'd use back in the days to express their plight or their tribulation, or just to speak about His Majesty. And they never thought about the business aspect of it too deep back then, because they were all doing it as friends.
Yeah.
But other people had other intentions, and you find that my father would make his recording and he'll bring it to an individual to get it mixed, and that person took all of the information from the recordings, all of the music, and went and put out an album. So that is something that he speaks to me about, is having ownership over my music, make sure everything is in order, make sure everything is legit. And even me, I learn from his mistakes and make sure that I am owner of everything that I am doing right now.
Yeah.
I have all rights to everything that I'm doing.
That's good, man. Are you, as an artist, do you ever find it difficult, or do you have the networks around you to do what you need to do?
As an artist, alright, for me as an independent artist,
Yeah.
I have to be investing in myself.
Yeah.
So with that, my income comes from doing shows. So every show I do, I take that money and I invest back into me, back into my music, back into the recording, back into purchasing the vinyls, back into getting the session, back into playing the musicians to play the music.
Yeah.
So if you don't have like a big company behind you, that's what I'm realizing.
Okay.
And if you don't have the ear of the people, or if you're not that popular, it's gonna be hard. So we've had struggles, but it's nothing to deter us from moving forward. It's nothing to deter us from trying even harder. Jah will be done, and we have something important to say, and it needs to be heard. So them can't stop. It's not a fight. It's just a little obstacle to overcome, and we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
With the support of the people, that's why I'm always grateful. Anywhere I go, I make it a point of duty to interact and meet every individual that wants to meet with I that comes to the show. Because as an independent artist, they're basically supporting me and keeping the music alive and keeping me generated, keeping me going. If they don't show up, I ain't got nothing to get.
Yes.
So we give thanks to everybody buying the vinyls, buying the CD, downloading the music, supporting it in whatever way they can. Some people can't buy it, but they do spread the music far and wide. They do tell people about Hempress Sativa and do beg on our behalf for us to be hired or booked to a show or whatever. So grateful in every essence, in every regards.
Yeah, man. Blessings every time. So,
yes,
your name. How did you get that name? How did that name come about? Because it's a unique name.
I give thanks. I'm a lover of marijuana and ganja. He's a ganja woman.
Okay.
Everybody's supposed to know this from the name. So, growing up, and I finally decided that I wanted to do music professionally. And I thought about a name that would represent me on a personal level, who I am as an individual, and what I wanted to convey to those who eventually hear the music. Now, as a Rasta woman, we always call ourselves Empress.
Yeah.
So I just added H because it's like an innuendo, double meaning when you have H and the Hempress.
Yes.
People will associate it with hemp, and some will just figure that, it's a Rasta woman. So the Empress supposed to denote a very conscious woman, but also a woman who loves marijuana, from the Empress. And Sativa is the strain of the marijuana plant that is for the upliftment, for, it's supposed to give you a burst of energy. So I wanted that name to represent who I am, because that's what I live for. I live to energize people as a Judah, to generate and circulate certain energy. So that's how the whole name tie in for Hempress Sativa.
Wow. For real, what, sis, every time I listen to your lyrics or look at you on your social medias and stuff, you're very uplifting.
Give as is.
Yes. So what uplifts you? I know music uplifts you, but is there anything else that uplifts you as a person?
Yeah, the love of His Imperial Majesty, my children, my family, just life in general. Like, we have life, we have breath in our body. That in itself is an opportunity to achieve anything you want. Just take a step towards it. And so life in itself, like even a negative experience, uplift I. Is a moment of overcoming, is a moment of tribulation when anything happens and we can't see past it. So just life in general and giving thanks, uplift I.
Yes. Wow. So what's next for you? What have you got coming up? And just tell us what's next.
What's next at Hempress Sativa is right now I'll be having a store opening on Sunday. I started a new venture.
Wow.
Because I'm a lover of incense and all things marijuana.
Yeah.
So it's an incense and smoking paraphernalia shops, and we have the merchandise. We wanted a location in Jamaica because we're always on the go, where persons can really come and stay in tune with everything Hempress Sativa, from the type of incense that I like to burn, the type of music that I like to listen to, the type of fabric that I like to wear, the type of Rizla that I use. We have everything here. This is a representation of me, a physical manifestation of me when I'm not here.
Yeah.
And that's the Queen Cannabis Organics, and one can follow that online. Next, we'll be heading over to Santiago. We'll be heading to Dominica. We have some shows over there, and that is for 2020.
Okay.
In April as well. And we'll be going back to Europe. We also have Hempress Sativa Live. We're going into the third stage in that Hempress Sativa Live.
Wow.
And this event is my baby because, like I said, I'm not here regularly in Jamaica, but when I am, I want my impact to be felt.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even being booked that often for shows in Jamaica. So I wanted to give the people them an opportunity to come catch Hempress Sativa all energy live and direct. And so for the past 3 years, going into 2020 will be the third staging. We've been doing Hempress Sativa live, and we have other people on board. Like this year, we be having Yiza, we be having Jati, who's son of Mikey Bennett, is a very well-established producer out here in Jamaica.
Okay.
And we have Warrior King on board, and we're in talk currently with Darwin Congo because we want to provide the people with a conscious experience where them can come hear real authentic roots reggae, and it's not for 15 minutes where somebody go up on the stage and them DJ quick and come on. You're gonna get a whole 45-minute set, a very intimate set where one can really stand up and listen in detail and reason with the artist and just feel them whole vibration. So we have Hempress Sativa live. I'll be performing as well.
Wow.
That is on the 22nd of February for next year. And like I said, we're going back to Europe. We have the album coming out in July, so one can look forward for that.
Okay.
And just new music. We have music, Rastafari Rise. I did that song that was produced by Sons of Dub. That's to be released soon. And I'm also featured on Kat-a-lyst's Ambessa World EP, which I'll be making a performance debut up there at Skyline Levels on the 7th of December. So one can just come out and just vibe.
Yeah, man. Any UK performances?
We're working on that.
Okay.
We're always working on that.
Yes.
I've been to the UK just once, and it was a wonderful experience, to connect with people over that side. So I'm always looking forward to just connecting anywhere I go with the ones who are supporting the music and the movement.
Definitely. Definitely. So there's a question that I want to ask you, because so many artists have said something to me about it, and it's kind of like on my mind. I thought, yes, I can ask you, sis. So
yes, you can.
So the question is, in Jamaica, are artists respected as much as elsewhere?
To be honest, can I be brutally honest?
Of course.
I don't even know if the term should be underrated, but there's many artists in Jamaica that who are more than capable, who are more than versatile, who they're doing beautiful music and are not given the opportunity, but are known overseas only. I'm one of them, and it's not to sound egotistic, but I know the level of music and I know the effort that I put into my music. I'm not very recognized in Jamaica. I'm not that much. But I find that when I go overseas, it's a different appreciation, it's a different love, it's a different vibe for the music. There are ones and ones out here who are supporters. We never act like we don't have anybody in Jamaica. But it's very tricky to get your music to be played out here. There's something that you call payola, where you have to pay to get your music on the radio. And that is an issue that holds back a lot of independent artists, because we have a lot of independent artists here in Jamaica. It's not everybody is signed to a big label who can inject or pump the money into their career. Some people literally go and work at 9 to 5, and then in the evening they make the music. And it might sound like a joke, but there are artists who are established, I don't want to call them names, that do that. Just in order to survive here in Jamaica.
Wow. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
I believe that if them level the playing field, because if we need a radio station in order to disseminate the music, and if we need a radio station and the disc jockeys, why can't we all foster a relationship? Why does it have to be in order for us to have a relationship, I have to pay you 500 US, or I have to give you 1,000 euro, or I have to give you some money in order for you to take my music and play it on your station? And then I find also, to be honest, it's a friend and company kind of thing in the music industry. It's all about who you know and who can help you. And who is friends with who and who is related to who. And it's a small island. So we out here know what one. We just don't want to talk the truth. But there's a lot of nepotism also in the music industry. But it's friend and company. And if this person is friend with this person, and if they see as a competition, then the music don't go. And if them don't want to tell us it's also a competition too. No matter who you hear and who talk, everybody is operating from a competitive level because everybody want to hit mainstream.
Yeah.
Everybody want their music to be out there.
Yeah,
I now sell no soul, so wherever it goes, it goes. I listen to and God and protect and bless.
Yeah, man, for real. You know what? I'm so happy you were honest with me, because lots of different artists have been saying they can't play in Jamaica and things like that, but play elsewhere. And I always thought, why is that? And you've explained it in a very in-depth manner. You know.
Give thanks, and many can give him many different tales. It's just that everybody just needs to be honest.
Yeah, man, for real. So, you know, I always ask each and every artist on my program, would you be up for doing a little something for the listeners out there? A little freestyle?
Of course.
Yeah, man. Whenever you're ready, sis.
Alright. One draw of Pennsylvania, riding into town. Straight from west when you see we rolling, ya. Ganja by the pound. This is not a low painting. Ganja hustling, herbs is smuggling, Lord. This is not no play-thing. Ganja juggling, herbs is smuggling hard. Lemma, we provide the best for Nima. Caliber gums, Isle ash. 4 grams to 23 delivery, including tax. Dispensaries cannot compete with price, man, do the math. Contact us if you need supply. Organic, grown, seed and crop. Dream of distributing to the world, but now we trading stocks. With bonds and plots of land. Greenhouses expand. We cannabis run. Africa, Europe to the Caribbean. Request Hempress Sativa, the ganja dealer.
Yeah. Woo, fire. Every time. You know what, sis? I've really enjoyed speaking with you. I don't want the interview to end.
Likewise, Mama.
But you know, I hope we get to speak again, and hopefully we get to meet again. Because I know we've met.
Definitely, man. Just put it out in the universe.
Yeah, man. We've met in mind, but now we need to meet in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. I definitely have enjoyed.
I look forward.
For real. And of course, send any music you have over to me, or any flyers or anything like that, and I'll push it out for you, sis. Yeah.
Thank you, so grateful. Give Isis for the opportunity. Thank you.
Anytime. We'll speak again soon.
Big up DJKat.
Blessings. Thank you.
Alright, bless her, Mama.
Alright, speak soon. Bye. Yes, people. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that interview. I know I did. Okay, so make sure you go and check out Hempress Sativa. Okay, she is killing it everywhere. Okay, go and check her out.